another wrestling video. That's this guy. I'm back. Then blacker than ever. No, I'm not. I'm just back. And this is Off the Ropes with me, dude. And I have a subject on professional wrestling that I would like to discuss with you guys, that I want your honest opinions on. And you know what to do with the honest opinions. You can put it in the comment section below. You can also like the videos if you like my takes on it, or if you have something else to say about it. If you are negative on it, just put on the you know what to do. You got it all. Turn on the notifications and subscribe if you want more content like this. Now, on to the topic at hand. I believe that wrestling has turned into, has become fun again. And that's not the subject. Wait, I'm getting to it. It's called creating the atmosphere. It's something that we professionals do. I'm just playing. I don't know what I'm doing. But wrestling has become fun again to a point where some of the most nonsensical and comedic pieces are so well done, like for all companies all around that are doing things of that nature and just kind of throwing it in where it doesn't feel like it's oversaturated. It's like thrown in at an appropriate time, like good timing type of comedy stick. I will say that sometimes some companies don't actually know how to tone down the funny, and they just kind of push it out there a little bit. But again, all of it is good. All of it is wonderful. We're having a great time. We're enjoying wrestling for what it is. But then comes the wrestling itself. The in-ring work. The one-on-one confrontations. The 2-on-2s, the 3-on-3s, the multi-man matches, the single competitor matches where the energy is high, the tension is built. And I want to know, I have a genuine honest question for you guys. I really do. I really do. What is your preferred style of viewing professional wrestling? When I say preferred style, I mean, do you enjoy long-term booking, or do you prefer short-term booking? And then there's the third option. Do you just prefer matchups that did not have a story, that could develop into a story, or that's just a one-off type of thing, and you're trying to see if it worked and trying to make it stick, and it doesn't. Now, for the first one, in my honest opinion, I do enjoy the long-term booking. I enjoy it because there's so many ways you can take it. There's so many different directions and ways that you can take it, and there's so many different scenarios that could go down, and the back and forth between two major rivals going back and forth over and over again, it feels like a very well told story as compared to some of the other types of wrestling matches where we're going to put two competitors together that have never had any type of interaction with each other at all, and then we're gonna put them in a match, and then we're gonna create a program off of how their match does, which honestly for me, this is based on my opinion, my whole take of the thing. All right, so don't be like, well, I like it so. No, I don't need that in my comments. I don't need that type of energy right now. Just saying. That has some ramifications and consequences, especially if the two people never had any interaction before, never crossed paths. I'm gonna do like I'm gonna say a couple of random names. So from either or companies, right? So for example, if WWE and AEW did a like they merged, right? If they merged finally, they're like, oh, the two owners was just like, hey, let's just do this big thing and just become one dominant powerhouse of a company. And I was like, yeah, and and just make oodles of money, right? Then right, I don't want that. Let's scratch that off the surface right now. I don't want it. I don't want that. I don't want them to let our powers combine. I don't want that. I don't want it. I don't need it. I don't want it. I don't want them to form the Captain Planet of wrestling. I don't need that right now. What I do want, if that ever came to pass, and they did something like this, right? And they have a program where they're gonna make up a matchup, right? Where it's gonna be like Alexa Bliss taking on Chris Starlander, right? Never had an interaction backstage. Nothing going towards that, right? And they have a match, and then next thing you know, now we're starting to see Alexa Bliss haunting Chris, haunting her, right? Just kind of being everywhere that she is, and they have a little in-ring segment, and then it's like, this just started from a match. Why didn't there should be more context in it, and you create the context with like after the match and everything like that, which could work, but at the same time it could put you in the corner, because it's like, wait, didn't this all start because of a match? Because you lost, now you gotta haunt her. Like, I want something a little more. I want, like, as I got older, I want a little more, something with a little more flavor, with a little more reasoning, a little more rhyme, which is why I'm still gravitating towards WWE's style of wrestling. When it comes to it, they have storytelling, they have segments, skits, and everything before they get to the ring or after they get to the ring, whatever the case may be. They have something to give us a little bit of an explanation on why these two are having a match. They have to have, like, for me, they have to have a reason to have a match. They have to have a reason. Now, the short-termness of match equals rivalry is just that. It's short-term. It's very short, because then what's going to happen if Alexa Bliss just kept, what will happen if Chris kept beating Alexa Bliss? Where does this lead Alexa Bliss in the end of the day? Nowhere. It just kind of leads nowhere, and it kind of leads to a pointless chase. And then Alexa Bliss will have to be pushed to the side like all the way to like all the way forgotten for someone like Io Shirai. And it'll feel like wait. So what happened with Alexa Bliss? It'll be like they leave themselves with a little more to have to explain, and then they'll leave a lot more questions than answers. For me, the long term type of booking is what works, because it will lead into big matches, big rivalry, big matches, big type of match stipulations and everything like that. And along the way, the ending of the rivalry, the ending of the long-term booking rivalry, the storybook that comes to a close will be either satisfying, leaving you happy, filled with joy, like the face overcoming the heel. That's another subject matter I'll talk about next. next video, not in this same video, because that's long. like the face overcoming the heel, or leaves you with a feel good type of story, or it'll make you feel bad because the bad guy actually won. The bad guy is winning. And for some reason, everybody likes the bad guy. But hey, again, the next video, we will talk about things like that. Okay? We will talk about it, and we will discuss it together. We'll have some tea, and we will sip that tea, and we will discuss it as rational, reasonable adults. I scared my cat. but yeah, for me, long-term booking is a lot more fruitful than the short term, because if you just put this person A, person B, and they go up against each other in a match, and then you're like, okay, we got to make sure that they're in the ring a lot of the time, so we're just going to put them in another match, and this time we're going to have something happen. Like it's like, all right, but it's still the same match I saw last week. So it's kind of like you got to fill in something in between those matches leading up to the match. Like you know how it would work? It could work is if they had a match, interview backstage on how you feel about winning or losing against person B, and they wada, and then get attacked from behind by person that lost the match, right? That's one. Two, I just feel to losing that match, it's like, I will get my revenge. This ain't over. Wada. And then, that sets up for more. That built up for more. It's like, all right, we couldn't make it long term. Just put some long term investments in it. And that's what I'm afraid of with some of the short term stories. There's not enough investment in it. And not saying that one company is doing it, I'm saying that both companies are doing it. Both of the major companies are doing it, where they don't have long-term plans for their short-term plans, right? Like they don't have confidence that their short-term could become long-term. And that's the problem. That's a problem. Like that means that you don't have a lot of faith in your roster. You don't have a lot of faith in the people that you chose, and that's kind of sad. But for all of that, I'm gonna break it down to one simplest thing. I like long-term stories. I like to be invested in a story between two people that either that have a has seemingly history. Could even bring up said history between each other before they got into their rivalry, or why the rivalry is continuing from where they left off before, or something along the lines of that, like something that makes it feel so that makes it feel like a story worth being a part of, worth watching, worth breaking down, and worth having fun with. And so then the match can feel more personal than just two people just going out there having one of the best wrestling matches that they can, and then there's no fruit from it. Like, it's not fruitful. It's just like freaking the devil fruit. Like, it has it's disgusting flavor. Like, it looks good, but then it's like kind of like, oh, there's nothing in it. It's kind of what? It's kind of bland. I don't know what to do. I don't know how to follow up with this. But anyway, do me a favor. Hit that like button. Subscribe to my channel. Write the comments under there on how you feel about which storylines, which type of wrestling do you like to watch? Do you like the long-term build, or do you like the short-term, or do you like the spur of the moments, short-termers? Let me know in the comment section, because the next video, next video, I am going to be talking about something that is quite different. And it's going to be the subject of women's wrestling. Can we make it better than what it already is? Because it is at the top of the top right now. I'm gonna say that right now. It is at the top of the top. But is there a way to make it more prominent? And don't say watch Shimmer. Don't tell me that, because I seen it. I seen Shimmer. I like it. Just like Wild Superheroes. I like that show. I like it. I like it a lot. But anyway, with that said, it's been Dude. Coming to you off the ropes once again. And I will see you next time. Peace. All right. The remote. Oh my God.